Yeah, I thought it was good to get our team under the lights, so to say. You always think you see certain things in practice, or you need to see combinations, and sometimes those situations don't happen until you get into the game situations and, again, get under the lights. And I thought it was really important for our young players to, put on a uniform and see what that feels like and get the experience of the game. And, I mean, there's no sense of me being overly critical. First of all, I think it would be disrespectful to Lubbock Christian, who is a really good basketball team. They execute well. We're in a tough situation right now where we have kids that are trying, I think, sometimes not to foul, and that ends up being a worst-case scenario because they get caught late. And then we had combinations that we have never played with. I mean, we had a couple of players that literally have only had a few days of practice, and I admire my team's effort tonight. And we'll grow from this, and every day we step on the floor, we're going to get better just because of game experience and players playing that didn't get a lot of minutes last year.
Questions?
Karen, well, this was a D2 school. This is still a national champion caliber team. What were you expecting them to give you guys challenge-wise tonight?
I expected exactly what they did. I thought we came out really hot, and that may have been a detriment to us, to be honest with you, because I think we thought those shots were going to fall the entire night, and we took some quick shots that led into better offense for them than maybe we should have. But those are learning experiences from young players. I mean, they're caught up sometimes in the moment and don't understand that you need to make the other team play a little bit and test their discipline. Instead, we spent probably a little bit too much time on defense against a team that is very, very structured in the way that they screen. They're good at what they do, and they can shoot the basketball. So they didn't do anything that I didn't expect, to be honest with you. I thought we were really good against the zone early, and we haven't really worked against the zone much. And again, that may have been not good for us because we got a little shot happy from the three.
Either of the players, how did it feel to get out there and play with the season opener about 10 or 11 or whatever days it was? How did it feel to get back out there and play against someone that's not your own team?
You want to go?
Go ahead.
Okay. It was fun. I mean, we haven't, got to play a real game in a long time, and so just coming out and playing with our team, just the experience, and getting the first one. It's not the real first one, but getting this under our belt, and kind of getting those jitters out. So.
Definitely.
How did it feel to play against a team, LCU, coming in, obviously Division II, but still the national championship caliber team? What kind of level of competition? How did that feel to come out and play them?
Yeah, it felt good. I felt like they played a really hard game. I mean, we're still learning and we're young and stuff. So, yeah, it was good to get that experience because they did play us the way we expected them to. So, yeah.
Joanne, only 9 turnovers today. You guys shot really well from the free throw line. How did you feel you guys performed in those two areas?
You said as a team, only 9?
As a team, yeah. Only 9
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I thought you was like, that's not good. Yeah, no, as a team, that's wonderful. That's amazing. That's below what we expect as a team. And yeah, from the free throw line, we didn't shoot it well, like in our little scrimmage. So I'm happy that we're shooting at the free throw line way better. So yeah.
With about 9 minutes left, y'all took a timeout. I think the score was 65-61, and they had come off a 5-0 run to open up the fourth quarter. What was said during that timeout, and how did that help y'all get back on track?
Go ahead, Jay.
Just kind of focus on what we're doing. Pay attention to detail. Jump to the ball, and don't get caught in the moment. Basketball's a game of ups and downs, and they were going up. So basically, we just had to be solid and get a couple stops.
Karen, is there an official update on the status of Ashley and Charisma? And then on the flip side, can you comment on having LaShawn back and adding Sophie?
No update on either one of them. And, I mean, I admire Sophie for coming out here after only really – she was just really released today to play. So, yeah, you got to give that young lady some credit just for stepping out there and not knowing any more than she does about our team. She studied. I mean, she took our playbook and studied it front to back all weekend, and so I appreciate what she's trying to do right now, and I know that our team does. And I mean, it's wonderful having LaShawn back. I mean, these guys just need to play. I mean, we scrimmaged a couple of times, and LaShawn gets frustrated with herself, and I'm like, look, you're not gonna go from not playing in 9 months to being exactly where you were when you left off. I mean, this is going to be a progression for her. So it seems like every day that she gets out there in live action, it gets a little bit better and she gets a little bit more comfortable. So, I mean, I would say that about probably our entire team, other than I think Jada has the most experience on our team right now until Shug and Joyner get back. And you can tell that Jada has the most because she's the calmest. We have a little better demeanor to ourselves and seem a little bit more organized when she's on the floor, and I think that just has to do with her calmness of being there and being in certain situations.
Knowing how many injuries you guys had tonight and how many people you had out, were you pleased with how your rotations looked and kind of how everything kind of looked on the court?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I said out there, we had some sort of confusion in the second quarter about how many fouls Jada had, and that hurt us, and that won't happen again. But we just checked a book that wasn't right, and we let her get 4 in the first half. That's just unacceptable for a player that you can't afford to have that. So we'll make sure that doesn't happen again. And other than that, yeah, I mean, I had in my mind kind of how I was going to rotate them. Izzy's limited right now, and we maxed her out today. So I had in my mind, I mean, obviously foul trouble is going to kind of screw that up a little bit, but I thought Jada and Charlie both were able to play in the fourth quarter without fouling, and that was a big key, and they'll learn from that. I mean, Charlie's just a sophomore that, didn't play 30, 40 minutes a game last year, so she's still got some things to learn too, but it'll free everybody up a little bit just to get a couple of more bodies where they feel like they can, because we've played much better defensively in practice than we've played in our scrimmages, and I think it's because we're worried about fouling, and sometimes that's the worst thing you can do because your feet slow down and you start to worry about what you're doing instead of playing reactively. And I thought once we got down, we started to just play with reaction instead of worry. And we're going to have to get past that. I mean, that's going to be part of the learning process for this team.
Jada, were you hesitant at all in the second half playing with 4 fouls? Just played 13 minutes out there.
It's always in the back of your head, like if you're on the bench, you can't help your team out, that much. So a little hesitant, but at the end of the day, when you're on the court, you just got to play. You can't control what the refs call. You just got to do your best to be solid and disciplined, like Coach said. So, yeah.